guys, today I'm going to show you how you can make this glow-in-the-dark resin table, which I have put dice in because I am a huge board game fan. This would work on any table, but I'm going to make my own table. To make it, I'm using some plywood which I had cut at the hardware store, some table legs which I got secondhand off eBay, and a wood panel which I cut to size. And I put them all together using wooden dowels and wood glue. Whether you've bought your table or constructed it yourself, you will need to make a border around the table. I bought a piece of floor edging from the hardware store and cut them to size. I had to cut off a piece around the corners so it would fit around the table legs. I stuck them on with wood glue and lay the table on its side until it dried. Once I did all the sides, I sanded each corner and wiped away any dust. I then lined the table with painter's or electrical tape and painted 2 or 3 layers of acrylic paint. The paint will help prevent air bubbles coming through the wood and into the resin, and the white makes the glow-in-the-dark stand out more. I'm painting the final layer on very thick, and before it dries I'm placing all the dice in. The dice will then stick to the paint, preventing it from moving when I pour the resin. This would work with dice or pretty much anything that doesn't have any moisture. I would love to know what you would put in a table, so please comment below. Once I placed all the dice down, I poured on the glow-in-the-dark powder. Be sure not to inhale any of the powder. I brushed the surface of the dice to make sure all the powder fell into the cracks and wiped the surface with a damp cloth. I then left it for 24 hours to dry to make sure there was absolutely no moisture when I poured the resin. I covered the table to make sure no dust gets into it. Once everything had dried, I removed the tape and I stuck some new tape down to any areas where the resin may potentially leak. I would definitely take extra care doing this because resin loves finding ways to leak. I also added plastic just in case. Resin should always be poured outside or in a well-ventilated area. You also need to make sure you wear the right PPE, such as a respirator, goggles, and gloves as a minimum. I had to make sure my table was completely level, otherwise gravity would just pull the resin to one side. I framed the edges with a special tape. I will put the name and everything I used in the description box below. After carefully following the instructions on my resin bottle, I poured it over the dice. I used scrap wood to even it out. I used a small blowtorch to get some of the bubbles out. I then covered it and left it to cure. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you'd like to see more resin projects, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already.